And it's now time for Guiding Your Home Financing Journey with John Schwab. Join John as he addresses common concerns and questions regarding financing for the purchase or refinance of a home. John Schwab, Senior Loan Officer for First Centennial Mortgage with over 20 years in the industry. For more information, visit johnschwabmortgages.com. And John, good morning. Welcome into our show. How are you?
Good morning, everybody. I'm doing great. What a crazy whirlwind we're going through in the market here, but we're gaining some stability now. Just a little bit. A lot of people have been calling in, just asking questions, and I'm okay with that. Please just ask away of what's going on. What could I qualify? I'm thinking of purchasing down the road. All those are good questions. I'm happy to help you with that. So don't feel like you're calling me up and I'm going to have you do something right now. So I'm here to help you, and if you want to jump on it, then we can go ahead and do it. But now that a lot of people are either looking at the market because we're coming into this crazy pent-up, I want to get out and do things situation out there. That includes maybe buying a new home and everything, and you're wondering, what about this house? What about that? All this is changing. Now, for example, a lot of people out there may not have the money or resources to purchase a new home, or they think some things that they won't qualify. And I wanted to touch base a little bit about that for those who may have hit the bump in the road. It's not a 2-year average of your income. The way that it is working with these guidelines now is if you were out because of the COVID or you had some situation with the employer and you just now are getting to a new career or something, we require you to be on the job 30 days. So what happened in the past happens in the past. So just so you know, the guidelines out there for pretty much across the board is not going to be a 2-year average. So sometimes that is a consideration with certain situations with like commissions or bonuses. But if you've got a new job, we'll take an offer letter, start you, and then we need a month's worth of pay stubs before we can close you. So that's something new. Also, for those of you, the down payment assistance from the state of Illinois is not just for new-time, first-time home buyers. It's open, available to everybody. So you can still go 1% down, still have an FHA loan, and the state will give you up to $10,000 that you can apply toward the rest of the down payment and the closing costs. So if that's something that's holding you back, give me a call. I'm more than happy to help you out with that. And another thing that I'm looking at are the people who are shopping around a little bit, and I know it's a very, very tempting attraction to the rate. You got to look at the APR, and when you see those APRs with a spread of, a quarter of a point, 3/8 of a point, or a half a point, it doesn't seem all that harmless. It's like, oh, that's a good rate, but look at the APR. That means that you're paying an incredible amount of closing costs, and that APR and that interest rate should be very, very, very close to each other. And if it isn't, please get a second opinion out there, and that's something I will be more than happy to teach you and do. So those are always good things to kind of look at. Another thing I want to touch base with is a lot of people were putting their little home improvement projects during their COVID situation here, and some of you are looking at bigger projects instead of moving, and that's fine too. But those of you who are saying, I just don't want to put all that money into this house, maybe it'd be better off just buying it and buying something that's out there. More and more inventory is starting to come on the market, so it's opening up. Everybody is saying, hey, I want to go. Here we go. So there are a lot more opportunities out there now than there have been a year ago. So take advantage of those. And we did hit a little bump in the rate there with the with the inflation that came out, but it isn't anything that's going crazy and everything. A quarter of a point to a half a point off the all-time bottom is nothing to panic at, because if you really think about it, the interest rate is going to affect your monthly payment. And that's the thing that counts. Not so much the rate, it's the monthly payment. So even if you had 0% on a car and they give you a $1,500 a month payment, what good is that? You still got to make that payment. So the interest rate isn't as important as the payment, and that's why I want to guide you with that. So I think I kind of covered everything that happened over the last week and got everybody up to date here. So, and I encourage you to just give me a call right after the show here. I'm available, and you get me. I don't pass you off to somebody else. You get me. So I'm the one that you get from cover to cover. And even if you're even thinking of moving out of state, I'm licensed in other states, and I've helped some of our WSTY listeners out there obtain financing for their second homes in other states. So that's a new one. So if you're curious about that, it's just 10% down is all you need for those. So anyway, give me a call. I'll be happy to kind of go over everything with you, whatever situation you're in.
Yeah, the best way to get a hold of John is with that phone call. It's 630-532-3199. It's Guiding Your Home Financing Journey, brought to you by John Schwab of First Centennial Mortgage. For more information about financing a home purchase or maybe refinancing, you can always go to johnschwabmortgages.com. John Schwab, NMLS number 223945, First Centennial Mortgage, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS 132763. Illinois Residential Mortgage Licensee number MB0004239. And again, just give John a call, 630-532-3199. John, as always, thanks, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, Mike.